Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Good to have you for another day of Kenshi, another day of the Crabmaster run. I'm having a great time with this series. Yesterday, we wreaked some crab havoc across the world, and today I'm looking forward to doing some more of that. So, welcome in, everybody. Space Monkey, congrats on the first redeem today. Hello to you, and Trans Tanky Girl, and Todd, and Borealis, and Maiko, and anybody else who may be here lurking, anybody who may be viewing from YouTube or catching the VOD. I hope everybody's having a good day. So yeah, just a couple of things. I'm still working on the New Vegas scavenger video. I've got it all cut up and done the voiceover, so it is well on its way. I've got another Fallout run planned in the coming week. The Fogman rehabilitation video has been out, and I am hugely grateful for all of the support. It's been the biggest boost in subscribers that I've had on the channel yet, and it's really making it look more and more possible to hit YouTube partner, so thank you all for being a part of that, however you interacted. I don't think I have a whole lot else to go over before we go ahead and pull up the game and jump into it here. Oh, why did I do that? I tried to open another instance of OBS instead of Steam. Steam is what I meant. Thank you, Maiko. Back from the depths of Final Fantasy XIV. You can be here and there if you want. There's no law against playing Final Fantasy XIV while watching this stream. Love to know why OBS isn't showing the game yet. Lots of good friends in early today, right? Don't worry, I'm sure OBS... There it is. There it is. True, but you're playing Vintage Story right now. I need to try Vintage Story. I think it's another one of these games that I would get way into and also seems to have quite a community. All right, so last time we were getting ready to enter Clownsteady, and we were just resting up the crabs as one does. And I left it for here so we could regain our bearings and everything. Fru, welcome in. Good to have you. You're on a 13.3-inch laptop. You're lucky you can see anything. You know what I found about my most recent video that was surprising to me? Not so surprising when I think about it, but just I didn't expect was my most watched hours on that video came from TV. I normally expect most of my videos to be most watched on PC, but I guess it makes sense for a real long format video that somebody would want to have it up on the TV. Really happy because you found the first crystallized chunk of ore of your current run, and it's a rich one at that. What type of mineral is it? It's nice to watch on TV like that. I'm sure with a game like Kenshi, it really helps with all these little details and stuff that can be hard on a small screen. You're telling a story with it. Right, that's definitely what I'm trying to lean into. And I'm trying to replicate that a little with the New Vegas one. Copper just entering the metal age. Hey, Kitty and Zartrin, I hope you're both doing very well. Where's everybody's food? Yeah, they've still got, like, way more food than I expected. I really expected that food would be a bigger problem. Which makes me tempted to add another crab to the mix, but I don't want to get to a point where I literally cannot feed my group. All right, we're almost there. It's weird, there's a delay on some of the commands today. Watch, I click, delay. Click, delay. I haven't seen that before. Let's hope it doesn't cause trouble. It's how your actions go, IRL. A hungry rebel captain, you say? Okay, I believe it's time to march onto Clownsteady. You slept 3 times and it was lovely. I did that the other day. Oh, it looks like they're already in a fight. What's happening here? Shop guard. Who are you? Rebel fighters have come. Okay. Well, they won't be expecting crab then. Just been go at work for such a long time. Guess you really needed the rest. Yes, we all need to emphasize rest. Go, my crabs. This is a somewhat more muted reaction than I was expecting. Ada, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, the crabs are in the building. The crabs have entered the buildings. I've never seen them enter the buildings with such grace. Normally they get stuck. How did you get in? That's what I'm asking. Normally they get stuck and they have to like jam their way through the door, but I think their assault skills have leveled up. A poor confused soul is about to find out why. Yeah, ask yourself not how I got in, but ask yourself why. For whence. Where's Hermit going now? Medic. Medic to whom? Is there a crab? Oh, Krusty's upstairs. I don't know why. Can Krusty get down on his own? No. That's the interesting thing with crabs, is they can usually make their way into a building somewhat, but making their way back out of it is much more difficult for them. To put some food in the oven sounds good. All right, now I actually don't know if there's like a major target that we need to be killing here. There's not really a noble. Question, is Hermit affiliated with the Crab Raiders? Yes, Hermit is allied with the Crab Raiders currently. However, we will fight them last in a beautiful crab tournament. Okay, there's the response force I was expecting. I like how they got mad at the crab for looting. There is nothing like the confusion when an army of crabs descends upon town. They simply don't know what to do. So there are noble guards out here. Did a noble come by and visit, maybe? That would be the only reason I would expect to see a noble guard in this town, unless I missed a noble house. The crabs are scaling the walls. I've never seen them work with this coordination. Well, Snips, buddy. Okay, well, they tried. Snips might have to be rescued. Oh, Snips freed himself. Beautiful. Where's Hermit in all this? Oh, Hermit is also up on the wall. Okay, I feel like I kind of talked up Clown Steady a little bit, and then we kind of just steamrolled it. So I think I'm ready to move on to the next town. Is Major Lee stuck? Yeah. Major Lee needs assistance. All right, what else do we have in the area? There might be a town up here. I'm thinking it's more like a lab. I know there's slave camps down here, and I know we have, I know there's some ninja groups around here. I want to say Red Sabers and some other stuff. I'll just head that way and see what we run into. Major Lee is stuck again. A most devious trap. Okay, Snips is unconscious. I'm assuming that is the work of archers. And now we got a wandering squad. Let's get out of range of the turret. Oh, they just left us alone? Snips should be awake now. Somebody's aggroing on us. I guess it's turrets, probably. Yeah, I don't know what else it would be. Somebody has a problem with very specific crabs in our group, right? Oh, okay, that's somebody. Swamp ninjas, yeah. Should we wait here and see if any other enemies catch up with us? All right, what we'll do is we'll loop around this way just to make sure we get full coverage. Had a problem, but they kind of still do. They keep lighting up as though they're under attack. Okay, we've got ruins. We don't care too much about those. Really thought I remembered there being some ninjas and raiders in this area. can check over here a little bit. Lots of swamp turtles, though. Wonder if a swamp turtle run is possible. Who's attacking? Or swamp ninjas. Amazingly, we have managed to become the most terrifying thing in the swamp. This is a lot of enemy spawns, which I don't mind because it's basically free XP, but... Remember you had a run where you tamed an Elder Swamp Turtle thanks to the Tame Beasties mod, using a separate mod to let it carry things for you. Elder Swamp Turtles would be amazing carrying animals if they wouldn't constantly get stuck in the border zone. Oh, that makes sense. See, I have trouble with the crabs, too, particularly with the Mega Crab. I wonder if I have ever explored this very specific portion of the swamp. I am not remembering it, if so. Also, they are slow and hungry, but they can pulverize just about any group of starving or dust bandits. Yeah, I seem to recall their weapon that the game classes them with being both random and relatively weak. But I'm sure when it comes to enemies at that level, it's not a big deal. Band of bones over here. Check out the swarm of blood spiders. As far as you know, shouldn't they be martial arts? So I've seen Frankie demonstrate some stuff with them where they apparently have, like they have a weapon and it's considered an ancient class of weapon and it's randomized. So if you look at their stats, they have different, each swamp turtle will have a different attack and defense buff because it's got a randomized weapon and it's carrying the stats of that weapon. If I see a group, we can look at them and see the bonuses and malices. Which that's a word I just learned, by the way, is malice. I don't know if that's like a new word in the gaming zeitgeist, but I like it. Yeah, I'm not finding any civilizations out here to wipe out. Think you heard your siblings use it a few years ago? Who's this, Band of Bones? Ooh, 100 Guardian of the Shek Kingdom. Did not expect to run into you all out here. What even is frame rate? I think it's a myth. I think it's a myth made up by Big Monitor to sell us more expensive monitors. Hermit's not going to move along with the crabs. You'd rate these frames 4 out of 7. You playing Manor Lords for over a dozen hours straight, being unable to go to the fastest forward because your PC cries for mercy. Wait, who's this? I forgot we need to destroy everybody. Red Sabers. Okay, I think we're moving in the right direction. Because I will be looking for the Red Saber faction house. It might be... I remember it being, like, on the edge of water, so it might be kind of this way. Well, we'll just check all of this out. One thing I want to be slightly cautious of in this area is Elderbeak things. Okay, so let's see. So this swamp turtle has attack 15 plus 8. And can we see defense? I don't think we can see defense. This one's got 15, so that's a plus 4. This one's got 7 with a plus 2. So they all, not only do they have randomized starting stats, they have randomized bonuses based on what weapon they're assigned when they spawn. Stone Rat Village, huh? Well, that sounds like somewhere we need to pay a visit. Can't see anything. Okay, so these are swampers. and stone rats. Well, you know what to do. I'm pretty sure crabs don't hunt by eyesight, so let's see what you got. This one must have decent stats. Yeah, look at that 72 defense. Actually took out Snips. Now, is somebody firing from a turret that can't be reached? The tactical thing to do would have been to wait for the daylight. I don't think this one's firing. What is Major Lee doing? I think Major Lee is stuck again. I'll slice your eyeballs out and stuff them in your ears. See how you chumps like that. Somehow I noticed you didn't do that. Love Kenshi dialogue, right? It's got such character. Oh, Major Lee has made his way to the village, I think. Or is maybe just stuck on... Yeah, maybe just stuck on the gate. Or maybe not stuck at all, but just can't... I think Major Lee just can't get into the gates. Ooh, they've got nice electric lighting in here, though. Thought Hermit was just gonna lay down and have a little sleep. All right, let's circle this way. And then we'll circle this way, and we'll just make sure we sweep everything. Somebody's missing a limb. I can tell from that scream. I love Kenshi pathfinding. Swamp, indeed. What's up? I love it. I can't see anything. I can't pathfind anywhere. I have no idea what's going on. It's beautiful. What was that? Probably blood spiders, but will I ever know? Yes, it was blood spiders. Kenshi has path trying. I like that. I'm probably going to use that in the future. You don't like swamps? The ogres keep chasing you out of them? Well, what are you doing in their swamp? I don't like swamps. They're rough and coarse and get everywhere. Another movie I've not seen. I just... Osmosis of the internet. Wandering assassin. Wander no more. Oh, that was cold. We one-tapped him in the head. You're not fit for the swamp. Not with that endurance. Why did I just hear a scream that sounded like the femur breaker? I hope people in the audience know the femur breaker thing, because if not, that's a really concerning thing for me to say out loud. No one able to tell you if that's a good roll. That's a very good roll. Okay, that's a ruin. Do you think they call it a ruin because it's a place from which within you rue? Like, this is my ruin. This is my building that I rue in. I have rued so many days here. And so many regrettable actions. I have fucked around. I have found out. I have lived. Even if it wasn't with charisma of 10, I could convince you it was. I think this one's full of, like, blood spiders or something. I think the crabs seem pretty happy in the swamps. Then again, maybe they get, like, algae on their shells, so we might need a specialized crab care routine if we were to stay here for the long term. There is water, just like at home. They are but simple creatures. Be you angels? Nay, we are but crab. Rock! Nope. Blood Spider's just about to catch up with Hermit. You know what they say about getting blood from a stone, little dude. Crab shampoo doesn't sound right? Why not? All of Kenshi is going to need crab shampoo when I am done with them. I just got tribute stuck in my own head. This is not the greatest run in the world. This is a tribute. The way the greatest song in the world so seamlessly transitioned to Rock Lobster in your brain just now. Anomalocaris, what do you do? Okay, well, this has just been us yapping while we walk in circles around the swamp. It's good for the crab soul. Crab soup for the soul, as it were. Or I guess it would be more like crab chowder for the soul. Change category to just chatting? Nah, we're just crabbing. Okay, we discovered an outpost. I think this is one of the slave camps or something. Pools, hot tubs, and crab. Ah, there's an outpost. That's the sort of thing we were looking for, and you thought you'd be safe out here. Knock, knock. Hello, did somebody order crab? That's right, I need to actually, like, attack somebody. or steal something of theirs. There we go. Nobody will hear you scream in the swamps, intruder. You're right, because my crabs don't have ears. Do crabs have ears? I'm sure they have some way of detecting, like, vibrations. Crabs have ear holes? Well, I guess that counts. An ear is kind of just a hole with a tympanic membrane at the end. How you doing, my Koshi? Can mittens get inside? Yes! Go, my crabs. They started chasing somebody down. Oh, and I feel like that somebody dropped right about here. Maybe from blood loss. Now, this is environmental storytelling that Bethesda would be proud of. Look, you got a blood trail, severed human right arm, severed human left arm. It tells a full story. Weirder than imagining a crab with human ears is knowing that they hear through hair. Well, so do we. And then when those little hairs break off, they just scream at us for eternity. And we call it tinnitus. Not the hair all over our bodies. Why do you think I don't shave my beard? Why vertical screen's hard to see on YouTube? I meant to post a link here. I run 2 streams at once so that I can reach the shorts feed, and YouTube does not allow you to combine them yet, but I will get you the link to go to the full horizontal. I'll go ahead and pin that. You are on the one for mobile devices. Oh, thank you, Maiko. Weird that they are different. Oh, but I guess they are the same. Yeah, no problem. Pretty soon, YouTube's going to combine both canvases into one stream, and then it won't be a problem anymore. But until they release that functionality, we do what we must because we can. Horizontal gaming. What's up, After Alec? All right, we're going to sweep back this way and see. I felt like there were more hideouts along here, and if they're not, we're going to go mess up some slave camps. What's my favorite video game? Probably Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas, Kenshi, Fallout 4, though I have some major criticisms with Fallout 4. It's hard to pick after that. Gotta love Chicken Little for the PS2. Are you telling me I should do a Chicken Little stream? I feel like it's got copyrighted music, probably. Bro, my frames? Kenshi definitely had some New Vegas vibes to it. I was just saying that yesterday. Oh, Disco Elysium's got to be up there, although I don't think I could put 400 hours into Disco Elysium. I think I can play that game like maybe once a year max. It's like rereading a book. I mean, a book that's a little different each time you read it, but still. Is that really as far as I told you to go? I don't think it is. Ear infections and head trauma can also cause tinnitus. Your mild tinnitus is neurological after your motorcycle crash. Damaged pressured nerves from the tip of your jaw breaking. Ooh, that sounds unpleasant. I wish you relief with that. Yeah. It's, they say it's like the absence of input from the cilia or the nerves in the ear. Your brain fills it in with, like, background noise. All right, who's being attacked? Is it blood spiders again? I bet it's blood spiders again. It was a blood spider. Okay, so we've combed basically the whole damn swamp, and I think we found all the major settlements. Carcinogenesis in Kenshi, exactly. Everything must crab, and that's why all humans must die. Their time is up, and it's now time for crab. Did I intentionally hostile everyone, or was this a modded start? The only mod that I did to start was to start in the hub with 2 crabs. I just made a custom little start in FCS, but other than that, all of these that we are hostile with, we have all antagonized in some way. The goal is to destroy every human faction, and the last one will be the Crab Raiders, when we'll have to face them in the Crab Tournament. Please tell me you named it Crab Percent Start. I think I named it Crabmaster because that's the name of the run, is the Crabmaster run. Manhunter base, here we go. Oh, you're right. P4 bot is modded. Yeah, that's from my Recruit Prisoners mod. I totally forgot that that is a modded portion of it. Yeah. Yeah, Recruit Prisoners let me start as a P4 unit. Which there was no reason, like stat-wise or anything, for me to be P4. If I wanted to have an advantage, I would probably do like a soldier bot. But I just wanted a character that looked a little different than you would see in a lot of playthroughs. P4 is this fella right here. I don't remember what the sniper bots are. You'll have to forgive me. I'm still kind of a Kenshi noob. I've only got 400 hours in the game, so I'm still feeling my way around. I'm still learning the lore and stuff. Before the research crafting guys. Okay. They look like they're forming a pyramid, like cheerleading or something. The sniper bot has the Wally-esque half can, so then that might be, they might be soldier bots, if I'm picturing what you're saying correctly. Oh, do they have faster regen? Didn't even check. I don't actually know where I would check that here. Looks like the mercenaries are about to be enslaved. Oh, wait. The slavers are humans, too. That means they must die. Don't let him get away. Come stop me. I think for this next one, we're just going to let them loose on the town. Well, I do have to pay attention to turrets. But if the turret presence doesn't look overwhelming, we might just let them loose on the camp and go all cinematic camera. Loghead Mark II sniper bots have Agnew's head. Oh, that's why I thought that. And the Catlon 150 HP villain bot body. Got you. Okay. So much to learn about this game still. May it continue to provide for many hundreds of hours for us. Smash, my crabs. Smash. Oh, I guess we have Twitch ads. I'm not gonna do the big village raising while we're in Twitch ads, so I'm just gonna go hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a moment. Some clips of the channel will play while I'm away, and then after the Twitch ads are done, we'll go ahead and let them loose on the Manhunters. See you then. Okay, is everybody in this room dead except for me? Cool. I can work with that. Okay, this one's gonna take a lot of coffining. A cacophony, if you will. You taught me about this. Why is that a thing? Every stream is a dying stream if you're bad enough. God damn it. I bet you there was something important in this briefcase, and it's moving on its own. There's something important and haunted in this briefcase. Some of the games you've been playing, I'm just asking how you doing. Stunt jump. No notes. I don't care how many multiplayer features your game has. If I'm playing single player mode, I should be able to play it on my computer with no internet connection and no disruptions. Like, yeah, if there's a leader... All right, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna just let the ads settle in. I never noticed the giant, what looks like a femur bone sticking out of the ground here. Speaking of femurs. They just kind of live amongst these things. Hey, thank you, trans tanky girl. All right. Hey, one of the crabs already got inside. Is anybody bothered about that? I don't think so. Oh, by the way, I just checked, and the Fogman video, the Fogman playthrough on my channel, is now the most viewed video that's not a short on my channel. It has just very recently overpassed the first episode of the blind playthrough. How much longer do we have? Okay, it's almost there. Okay, my crabs, your time is now. Did this one lose both arms? Yeah. Yeah, this Hiver lost both arms. He's like, I'm out of here. You thought your turrets would save you. Yeah? What's this? Who are you? Oh, slave hunters now. Enslaving the manhunter? Look at the number of limbs rolling around on the ground. Where are you going? How about we get you back inside? Kenshi vibes. You're right. Go on then. Oh, get the turret. These are well-trained crabs right here. They know how to launch an assault. I say that, but you didn't take out the turret. I want to do a real short playthrough with the murder bots and just equip them with the best weapons and armor that I can. And just let them wander through the world and choose targets. Fight the murder bots and call it a Terminator run. I do want to see, I need to see how much is possible with what I understand of the modding software. But you all know the, you know the death snail dilemma, right? Someone's like, would you take $10 million if it spawned a snail that was always moving towards your location, and if it touched you, you die instantly? I kind of want to make an iron spider in Kenshi that's like a little slower than a unit with just ridiculous stats capable of one-shotting anything in the game, and see if I can make it follow and hunt down the player and try to beat Kenshi while the death spider slowly chases me. Dojo training and run around with Agnew and the Bots is hilarious. Agnew and the Bots sounds like a band. Okay, we'll have to get Hermit to go inside and draw some aggro. Hey, Major Lee, you want to take care of that one for me? Right there. Major Lee senses that there is somebody alive in the swamp, and he wants them dead. Where are they, boy? Is it that Garu? I've never seen a non-archer unit want to track an enemy down this far. Probably deload. You could set a raid, maybe. Yeah, so I do think there, I thought there was something in the AI goal that lets them, like, teleport to your cell when they become unloaded. This is like watching an action movie when the director wants it to be really dark and up-close violence, and as a result, you can't see anything. You just kind of see muzzle flashes and limbs flailing, which you think is blood, but it's just a blur of movement. All right, so from here, we've got the high bone fields, and you know what we do in the high bone fields. Okay, the bar's totally empty. I guess that makes sense. Wait, is Snips stuck? Snips, why are you lollygagging? People like you belong in a cage. Is that true? Why don't you say it to my mandibles? Go on, say the line. Huh, I guess he didn't want to say it again. Wonder why that would be. You know who worries me a lot is Tin Fist. Worried about Tin Fist, and I'm also worried about the Southern Hive. I don't exactly know what we're going to do about King. Oh, a market, hey? All right. Feed your crabs an extra portion of spinach. Hey, Vivovi, welcome in. Good to see you. Tin Fist gonna trade in for his crab cracker attachments. I have bad coverage, so outside of King, you should be fine. Yeah, I'm a little worried about King. And I've, well, maybe we could attack King before we attack the Queen. Because, as I understand, he kind of, like, aggroes and goes, like, full, you know, limit break or whatever when you attack the Queen. So maybe we attack King first when he's kind of less fussed about it all. Harpoons are nasty. Won't have pierce resistance either. Now that surprises me. Okay, Trans Tanky Girl, I'm going to be honest with you. I know that a limit break is a thing, but I've never played the series that it comes from, so that reference was the limit of my knowledge on it. Okay, let's get Hermit to grab Snips, and we'll drop him off on top of the building. Do a little tactical crab deployment. Did you know you can just go on the internet and you can just say things? Like, I don't know if you all are aware that that's what I'm doing a lot of the time, but that's what I'm doing a lot of the times. I'm just logging on and saying things and hoping that the repercussions are within my domain to deal with. Snips, what are you doing? Oh, I guess you got to be dropped up there. Okay. No, don't. Oh, Kenshi. Kenshi and your collision. All right, let's deploy mittens. Can you explain limit breaks as they are in Final Fantasy XIV? Sure, because the next time I go to make that joke, maybe I'll actually understand it. You really think people would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies. Wow, that's a that's a cool pause with a shot of a harpoon in midair. Now, Snips, are you going to be able to get your downstairs for some reason? Can Mittens get down the stairs? Mittens cannot. Okay. This is the most difficult part of this run, is just moving the crabs where they need to be moved. Oh, nice. We got some raptors in here eating bodies. Nature's cleanup cycle. It's so beautiful. Nothing gets wasted. Oh, this is a noble house. I didn't even know there was a noble here. That's just a bonus. Should finish your harpoon guns and medium armor for Crab Raiders mod. Was it you that was talking about a mod that puts a harpoon gun like on a rideable crab, or was that another thing I had seen somewhere? Because that definitely needs to be a thing. Mittens just teleported behind him. Just pulled a nothing personnel kid. Okay, we gotta start putting crabs on rooftops, people. I like to think I'm like the head of strategy or marketing at a firm, and it's like, people, we need more crabs on rooftops. This is what this organization is all about. It is our competitive advantage. We cannot cede it. It's hilarious, though, right? I would love to do a playthrough where I ride a war crab into battle and have a harpoon turret. It sounds overpowered. Okay, we need Santa Claus on another rooftop. Oh, Santa's already going. There we go. Basically, in 14, Limit Break is a bar that fills up during combat and has 3 charges. More charges, the better the Limit Break when it's activated. Each roll has a different Limit Break, with 1 and 2 being the same within each roll, and 3 is unique for each job. Okay. Limit Break 3 also has a very flashy and cool animation and can either revive everyone without their usual revival stat penalty and heal to full. These need to be in Kenshi. Harpoon turret or Eagle's Cross? I think it was a harpoon turret. Krusty, get out the way. Deploying Santa. Tactical Santa inbound. I like this guy over here yelling, "What?" Because I would be yelling that if giant crabs invaded my town. Give a 80% damage reduction, tank LB, and big damage in either circle AoE, line AoE, or single target. Okay, I'm understanding. I know Final Fantasy is a very like tactical 14. It's a very tactical and like positional and roles based game. Ooh, Santa just ate that bolt to the chest. We're gonna need a backup Santa, so we're gonna drop Krusty up there. Cage Beast had prisoner cages, and that's in the game files already. I think it was like an actual like harpoon turret on an animal's back. It might have been a Leviathan. I don't remember. Well, what turret is still shooting at us? We have the citizens walking up here and throwing hands with the crabs. It's so satisfying when they don't need to be micromanaged. And you can just watch them run around and wreak havoc. I hear a turret somewhere still. Wow, that was a nasty hit to the head. Get him, Snips. River Raptors climbing up there to eat bodies. That ought to keep them off of turrets. Hold on, I think this guy will be a stinger transition for my next video. Anybody who's seen the videos knows what I'm talking about. Beautiful. So, like, day 7 is going to come across screen right there with a little ambient post-Western guitar riff. Probably an easy way to cheat it with the beta build, Cage Beast. Just swap Cage for a turret. Maybe it was a Cage Beast. Santa, get up there. I need you. Snips. There we go. Sometimes if you just keep right-clicking, they kind of just buzz into place. Oh, is this another... They have so many turrets here. And so many of them are so impractical to reach. Where's Mittens? We need to deploy Mittens. Oh, Mittens is still on the other bar, I think. Let's deploy Snips. What is this? This, sir, is a crab. Yeah, see, this is my area denial crab. He's right behind me, isn't he? Indeed. Crab, welcome in, TMI. This run is also TMI. Too many invertebrates. Except that's a lie, because there is no amount that is too many. Who's taking damage in here? Oh, blood spiders got in. Just learned about the crab raiders yesterday. They're a really cool faction. We have sourced some of our crabs directly from the local crab raiders. They have more rooftops than we have crabs. I think it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan. Hello, I'd like to speak to your manager. You get him majorly. Yeah, you got him. Slave market master. Why don't you, I'd like to speak to your manager outside, please. I have a little crab problem I'd like to talk to you about. Hey, where do you think you're going? Get him, Majorly. I know how you like to hunt down the fleeing. I think he's accepted his fate. What else can you read on this man's face except somebody who knows he is out of places to run and there is only crab? That was beautiful. Traders Guild are now hostile towards me. Only a Mark I? That's not very befitting of a noble. This is the toughest blood spider ever. Look, death at minus 31. And we caught it at minus 30. Everything is about to go full circle. Man, Kenshi is a brutal game. It actually held on longer than I expected. Might actually not die. Oh, wait, they're going to attack Mittens. You all know the roller coaster of emotions we just went through? We appreciated a whole cycles and realities about life in Kenshi. I got concerned seeing Hermit standing in a giant pool of blood until I remembered that he doesn't bleed and it's not his blood. It did the worst thing it could do, didn't it, though? All right, let's grab Snips and we'll get out of here. Just hopped over from YouTube. Welcome on in. All right. Everybody got 4 legs, 2 claws. Count your buddies. Make sure they're all here. The sound of joyous laughter, screaming, bones snapping. All right, time to go through the high bone fields. What do you think? Is it more fitting if we silence this guy on the road right here? Or if we let him deal with the high bone fields, missing a leg and most of his blood? Hey, thanks for the follow. I think we leave him. Leave him to his anger. Anger is like grasping a hot iron. A hot iron that might have come in handy to cauterize that missing leg. I forgot we have to find Gorillo in the gang while we're out here. I don't remember what part of this they're in. Either the Bone Fields will take care of him or he'll come back in the season finale. Imagine he walks up with a Masterwork KLR leg. You thought you'd seen the last of me, Hermit. Also, I don't know if I said thank you for that follow, but thank you. I was too busy imagining cartoon characters and villains to actually properly appreciate my audience and the people who spend time here, so for that I apologize. I do wonder who wins, Major Lee or an Elder Beak thing. Be a nasty fight. Economy leg and a vendetta. They have to do one of those things though where they show the character like walking up from just the legs and you hear the comic clank and rattle of the economy leg like barely holding on, and then they pan up and you see his face. Does Major Lee have the power of friendship on his side? No, but he has the power of God and anime. See, is that Katoon? I think that's Katoon. Picked up Kenshi like 2 weeks ago and have loved it so far. It was an instant win for me too. By which I mean I personally failed a lot, but I knew that I was well into the game. No, it's not possible. You're dead. I left you legless on a field outside the high bone fields. Nobody comes back from that. I'm trying to decide which way to go. Because I know, so there's Flats Lagoon, and I want to say Morn is here, so that would make Katoon in this area. So yeah, let's head towards that. Okay, yeah, this will be Katoon then. Now, Katoon's another one where we're going to have to watch out for turrets. Let's get a little closer and see what the turret situation looks like. Okay, so it's double-barrel harpoon turrets. They don't appear to be constantly stationed. Is that another entrance around the back? Let's check that out. Somebody just made their last purchase. Becomes Kenshi Bezos and locks your crabs in the Wagey Cagey. Unironically, though, we did that in my last playthrough. I distinctly remember going up to a Fogman saying, "How would you like a job?" Knocking him out, throwing him in a cage, and forcing him to be a wheat straw farmer. So, who's really the bad guy? Oh, that was cold. That turnaround to stare down the gate guards. Oh, and then Krusty gets shot by a turret. From where? Who's operating a turret? This better not be one of those things where the turret operator is, like, on the ground an entire story below the turret. Okay, so Krusty's going to be out of commission for a minute. Oh, Mittens is stuck. Let's see if we can get Snips up there. Can none of them get up there and stop that turret? Oh, they can't even get into town without Hermit. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Let's grab Mittens. They have a super unfair advantage here. So Hermit's going to drop Mittens off up here. It does look like the other turret people have gone down to fight infantry-wise, though. But yeah, we're going to have to pick up the crabs and deliver them one by one into the town. Don't worry, Crab's reinforcements are coming. Is Snips able to make it in through the main gate, I think? Yes. Oh no, Mittens just got launched down there. This is unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna have to drop Major Lee up inside here. Now we're gonna have to grab the others one by one. while keeping an eye on Major Lee's bleeding. I'm glad this Boneyard Wolf is playing limbs. Okay, Mittens is back up. Let's bring Mittens at least inside the gate here. Where'd that shot come from? This is a terrible location for us to assault. Okay, Snips, I need you to focus on the turrets, please. There we go. One down. You can't get to that one. Beautiful. I don't think the geometry has worked more against me in a single location than this one. Okay, Santa can get inside the town now. Was Katoon always this destroyed? Who is shooting Mittens again? Oh, it's this one again. It's a shinobi thief of all people. Not even the faction we're actively engaged in combat. I mean, yes, but not the ones that I would have thought would be the problem. We'll have to creatively deploy a crab on that section of wall that they can't seem to get by on their own. I don't know if we want Mittens there long term, but we'll start with that. Oh, come on. You all saw that. Okay, I'm pretty sure Mittens is in recovery coma territory right now. I don't think there's anything we can do. Let's get Major Lee and Hermit around the corner and get Hermit to self-repair. Then we can pick up the other crabs and first aid them. Maybe we do get all the crabs to retreat to this area where the turrets can't see them. And then maybe the turret guards will get off of the turrets and chase us down. Okay, we gotta get Snips next. Go do that. Ooh, when when they shoot Hermit in the head, that's bad news. And that wear damage. Okay, I think this is all we're going to have for the time being. Let's grab Hermit and go aggro the Noble. Where's our Noble? They wear such bright clothing, you would think I couldn't miss them, but... See, lots of Shinobi. The Shinobi took heavy losses in this fight. But do I see Noble robes? Hmm. They're usually either orange or they're like bright blue and green. I wonder what this outpost is. Oh, yes, of course. The empty outpost. How could I forget? Yeah, let's go mess with the police station, I guess. Just wandered away for several minutes to figure out why the foster kitten was screaming. You still don't know? You don't think he does either. The noble didn't get, like, imprisoned or something, right? As hilarious as that would be. Ah, here we go. Lord Shiro. Where are you going? Is he going to hide in the shed? That's not very lord-like. Oh my god, he's an expert magician. What? No, I just watched him run in here. Where did he go? Don't play this game with me. Check behind the generators. I believe I've just been shiroed. Oh, Krusty's up. Nope, Krusty, get the turrets. We've been over this. Get the turret. Do I need to go check inside his house again? Where could this man have gone? Krusty's stuck again. Colossal, what's up? How's it going? Wait, let's see. Is Nightbot gonna yell at you? Yep, there it is. Nightbot, why you got a harsh or chill? Hey, there's Lord Shiro. Major League, go get him. Boom. I don't think that's gonna kill him long term, but it'll do for now. The Red Rebellion. I don't know if I've ever read this one. An account of the historic Red Rebellion, written by surviving noble Lady Tanaka. It was the year of the harvest when the droughts hit the southern plains, but society remained complacent. The Traders Guild would surely lend their aid. They'd never failed us before, after all. But days rolled by into weeks, and the aid never came. Opportunistic rogues had blocked the paths of the Traders Guild caravans, and the Empire citizens were left starving and panic-stricken. The few rations that the Empire finally received were snatched up by the most powerful of us. It was then that we shut ourselves off from the outer dregs. This was everyone for themselves now. There was no room for charity or pity. But disaster struck, and for the first time in our lives, desperation and death-fueled fear reared its ugly head. The power of the nobles was under threat as a violent revolt ensued. The ground ran red with blood, and, like drowning rats clawing at a sinking ship, the desperate souls dragged us all down with them to their doom. 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 I added the last part for emphasis. Okay, he's still bleeding out, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, he's gonna play dead. Will you now, Major Lee? All right, that took his right arm off. This ought to kill him from blood loss. Thanks, Mrs. Bitters, or Ms. Bitters, you are welcome. Oh, is it going to kill him, or is he going to just recover? His bleeding is slowing down. Dead. Rusty, if you don't do something about this turret... Why would you just turn around and turn your back to him? There we go. How about we pick up Mittens finally? Look at all these bolts just lodged in this wall. Good shooting there. Mittens will be up any second. Snips will be up any second. Let's get Krusty off the wall. Looter, yes, that's the most of your concerns. There's still people on the turrets. Mittens, take care of this person. There we go. All right, let's assemble down here, and we will ferry everybody out of Katoon one by one. Major Lee doesn't even want to go that far. Understood, Major. You've earned your rest. Oh, we haven't picked up food in a while. I mean, I've still got some in my bag, but I just want to be checking. Yeah, they still got some to eat. On the road again. Let's go. That was Katoon. Could make a fun little stop at the Fishman Isle. Alright, that'll be a start. They probably won't be able to use the bridge very well, but that's okay. Because they can just go through the water. Bunch of beak things here. Those are a couple pups. Might be wandering near a nest. Yep, there's the nest. Damn, that AoE is vicious. Be food. It'll be up in a second. Little toughness training will serve you all well. Yeah, when we get the first hits in, though, it's a little bit of a different story. Hey, look, the Grillo bandits. I think Grillo... I think the prison that they're in is somewhere around here. We definitely need to stop and check that out as well. You got this, Gorilla Bandit. Let's see it. Check out those moves. Ooh. Come on, I know they can win. This one keeps waking up and passing back out. Oh, now he's playing dead. And he's being eaten alive. What a cruel, cruel world we inhabit. Dogs don't even want anything to do with us. They're going after the Garu, I guess. Oh, that is a herd of beak things. And who are you? Band of Bones all the way out here. Bold. Look at Hermit using the bridge as intended. Run, Hermit, run. All right, so I think the Alpha Gurgler is over this way in that outpost. Oh. Arguably, we could say that Hermit might actually want to keep the Gurglers alive because they are closer to Crab than they are to Man, but you know what? Fishman is in the name, so I think we have a legal and moral obligation to bring them down. Fishmen are just inferior crabmen. We're leaving food for our crab brethren to eat. I wonder if the implication with this being an island lab is that the fishmen were created in the lab. Believe it, me too, in this world. All right, now the quarters here are a little tight, but we'll just do the best we can. Maybe fishmen were not directly created, but the King Gurgler was. I feel like that would still be creating, like, the blueprint for the normal gurglers. Yes, march, crabs, march. Also, they have hiver noises, which is interesting. Never realized, or maybe I forgot this one was worth 60,000. I don't think I have room for it. Look at all of my many trophies. I know not where to place them all. I guess I should be using the foreign saber. It's got a better, it's got the same defense bonus, but no indoors penalty. Works for me. All right, well, that was quick. Oh, our own crab brethren, why do you attack us so? Noticed it's on sale right now. Been eyeing it for a while. Is the learning curve really that steep? Yes. Trippy, welcome in. You don't mind hard games. So the thing about Kenshi is If you go into it with only the tutorials that the game gives you, it will be dozens of hours before you have figured out how most of the basics of the game work. But if you look up guides on how to play, you will most likely metagame your way out of fun in the first playthrough. So you have to be willing to, in my opinion, sit with the game and learn it, even though it does a bad job teaching you, and only look things up when you have like very specific questions. But I did my whole first playthrough blind. I refused help. I didn't use any guides or anything, and it gave me 270 hours to get through one playthrough. I actually have something of a review on it. If you go to my YouTube, I'm not saying you have to check it out, but if you wanted to see like my thoughts about why this game is worth it, there's a video essay on the YouTube channel called Kenshi Making Amazing Stories. It's about a half-hour long, and it just goes into why I feel this game stands out the way that it does, in spite of being a kind of unforgiving experience. Played Escape from Tarkov, you're familiar with the game not holding your hand idea, then, I mean, there's a good chance you get into this one. I would say, especially if it's on sale, it's worth it. The only difficult thing is if you're on Steam, there's no way you're going to know in 2 hours if you like this game or not. So the Steam refund thing is not going to be very useful for you. Damn, that's a lot of beak things. Like, so many beak things. And who are they chasing down over there? Is that Southern Hivers? I wonder if the beak things become more plentiful when you kill off the fishmen, or if that's just like just the way the dice rolled. Love Kenshi. Hey, Purple Whale, good to see you. Notice those headstocks back there. Been looking at a vintage era 70s, or is Vintera a brand? 70s Telecaster. Very nice. Yeah, so these are headless back here. They're Strandbergs. I mostly play headless these days because I have some chronic fatigue type issues. So it's just easier for me to play the lighter, more ergonomic instruments. You've been looking at Strandbergs too. I've got one for sale. Don't think this crab thing is vanilla. So you can buy crabs from the crab raiders who are located over here. And if you are allied with them, they will sell you crabs. This mega crab right here, this exists in the base game, but I used a mod to recruit it. And I made a custom start mod where you start with 2 crabs, and then the others I purchased from the crab raiders, and then I used tame beasties to recruit the mega crab here. But if you wanted to do a vanilla crab run, you can. Beak thing time. Have to make an adventure over there. Usually bad things happen when you try to go far away. Yeah, you have to you have to build up. It is difficult to get to that region of the map. We're looking for the Gorillas base. I know it's like, it's around here. It might actually be... I think that's it. The old prison, that's the one. Wow, Morn is going to be really fun with the spawn rates cranked up as I have them. I have never seen this many beak things in an area. Let's see. I hope the crabs can get in through this gate. Is there anybody guarding it? No, that's a tree. This is interesting to you, since you're seeing world states you haven't before. Yeah, I've definitely seen new world states to me. There's femurs all over here, too. Yeah, well, the bone fields are especially known for it. You can see, like, even that in the distance. There's definitely some megafauna remains in the area. Look, that's bones over there. So yeah, I mean, there's femurs and stuff, but then there's like, I almost called that a leviathan because to us that's like a biblical scale creature, but there are leviathans in this game, and that's way bigger than a leviathan. You're defense, you were not paying attention. It's all right. Yeah, it's just what this part of the map is really known for. See if we can drop off. Oh, Santa phased through the floor. Okay. I don't know if Major Lee is going to be very... Whoa! Where did Major... Okay. Major Lee is now upstairs. The crab is in the throne room. I repeat, the crab is in the throne room. Back to Skyrim, we're playing some Kingdom Come 2. The early game tutorial area isn't very fun to you coming off the heels of finishing one, so you're taking a break. Yeah, I have to do that between entries in a series sometimes. Where is the Gorillo? Maybe we already killed him? Well, probably not killed. He's probably unconscious. And I thought he was the one that uses a plank. Oh, we took off a lot of limbs. Oh, there we go. There's Gorillo. The only one smart enough to wear armor. And yeah, if you want to get the exile plank, 48 kilograms, this is where you get it. Hey, have a good one, Trans Tanky Girl. Good to have you. All right, Hermit, retrieve your crab. And we'll all move on to the next location, which I guess will be Morn. Maybe we'll take on the, oh, wait, some of our crabs are still unconscious. They'll be up in, Santa won't. We'll drop off, Major Lee outside and then go grab Santa. Okay, yeah, let's see. Flats Lagoon is here. Yeah, I want to say this is Morn. Stobe's Gamble. Play basically vanilla, but with recruitment increased mod. The game is very good. Hope one day we get a second. They are actively working on the second, and they've recently been hiring people. So it's looking good to get Kenshi 2, but probably not for, you know, a couple years. I just heard a beak thing make an activation noise, but I guess we move on. Wow, look at that herd of beak things. Trying to remember where Morn is. I don't remember if it's inside a giant pile of bones or if it's inside a giant wreckage. Or a third option, maybe both. Is a crab very strong? Animals are very strong in this game. The difficulty is training them and raising them past their pup stage. It's very easy for them to die. But once they're a high level with high toughness, they it's very hard to kill one. There's Morn. Hey, Rain, good to see you. Only ever had bone dogs, bulls, and Garu. So I think Frankie was saying he considers bulls to be the strongest animal. A great fighter if you can get one leveled. Yeah, so we spent the first couple streams of this run fighting Fogmen to train attack and toughness and all that. Okay, now if I remember, Morn's probably also got turrets. Which, hell, if I lived out here, I would. Crab strong. Yeah, these are very strong. Yeah, they're to unarmored enemies, they're capable of doing over 200 damage per hit. Oh, maybe there are no turrets here. More beak things, eh? Wow, look at that group. It's so many. All right, well, a couple of us are definitely taking naps. There's just no way around it. Major Lee, would you like to attack? His turn radius is keeping him from doing anything. Some of these will get back up, but a lot of them will not. Probably what I should have done was have the crabs kind of split up. And I think that would have made the whole crowd fighting thing easier. Really, Band of Bones, you want to do this? Last guy did not bad to survive so many hits. The tech hunters are strong. Oh, they do have turrets here. Okay, if they decide to use the turrets, could be a problem. They look like they're the kind of turrets where we're going to have a hard time dispatching crabs to scale them. Hey, what's up, Dilly? Good to see you. It's going all right. We are deep in beak thing territory at the moment. The land of plenty. If what you seek is violence and dust, maybe heat. They got some meat on them? That's true. I guess we should be taking more. I mean, I've got a lot of meat, but... Sorry, not something to brag about. I guess they're just kind of chill with us being here. Let's change that. Don't they have hides? No, that was like your early game moneymaker. They do, but I really have no use for hides or money. He only needs crab food, exactly. Oh, Mittens is on the hunt. The man from the crab shack has transcended your earthly necessities. I would say human necessities. We're still of the earth. We still must eat the earth's creations, but this money, we have no need for it. To be honest, this town's been a bit underwhelming so far. I know what we need. We need to go to the bar with a crab. That'll fix me. Take a look around, he says. What do I see when I look around? Targets. That was like 280 damage. As soon as Mittens figures out how tables work, you are done for. Come on, Mittens. You got this. If you have no need for human niceties, what is the objective for the crab playthrough? Pure domination? Yes, it's humanity's time has come to an end. We are paving the way for crab. So all human factions, which include Shek and Hivers, must be eliminated. And then finally, we will save our friendliest humans, the crab raiders, for last, and we will face them in honorable crab combat. All right, who do we think wins? One Tech Hunter Guard, one Hive Tech Hunter Guard, or one Pointy Giraffe? Honestly, the Tech Hunter is aura farming right now. He is mogging this beak thing. Am I going to end the run by dismissing Hermit from the squad and having the crab slay him too? Oh, we could. See, Hermit's a skeleton, and we're not as fussed about the skeletons. But that could be a fitting end. But the crabs don't know how to feed themselves, so it's a bit of a dilemma. Skeleton is kind of like a crab. In what way? Crabs wear their skeletons on the outside. We wear them on the inside. Forgot how long this door takes to break down. I'm gonna have Hermit lockpick it at the same time. Oh, it's it's open. Yeah, Great White Gorilla, here we go. Elder, 99 attack. Look at these stats. This will be a fight. Can Major Lee get in here? It's taken a ton of damage to its leg. It's also taking a lot of bleed, but it's healing the bleed really fast. All right, we'll let it get back up. This is actually probably good training. I honestly expected him to stay up a little longer this time. Once more. I guess it's not waking back up now. Interesting. Ah, recovery coma. What is its KO point? Your crab portraits along the bottom strike you like some kind of nautical triptych. Oh man, we're actually raising the gorilla's toughness by doing this. So its KO point is minus 94. It'll be back up in a second. It may seem silly, but honestly, at the stats our crabs are at, it's really difficult for them to be raising attack levels and such. So if we can get a couple attack levels in from fighting the Great White Gorilla, it's not a bad thing. Hermit, by the way, now has a 114 field medic. One of the few stats that can go above 100. I think Snips has already raised a level. The thing it's going to run out of his blood. Oh, it's in a recovery coma now. Is this worth it? Regaining levels? Snips gained a level. I don't think we're really gaining all that. Santa might have just gotten a level. Mittens has been 80 attack for like 12 years now, so. I wonder if Morn has a meaningful, like, destroyed state to it. I mean, it's already kind of in a destroyed state. Will crab eat cactus sandwich? Yes, they'll eat any food that I'm aware of, including foul raw meat. All right, you'll have fun with that gorilla when it wakes back up. He's gonna be real mad. A little woozy and real mad. I like how the beak thing ran past all of us to go pick on Jared. Jared, am I right? Wait, are Jared the Every Kiss Begins with J people? Or am I thinking of something else? Is it even Every Kiss Begins... No, why, why would it be Every Kiss Begins with J? So who are the Every Kiss Begins with K people? God, advertising has rotted my brain. I have not watched traditional TV in like 15 years, yet somehow the commercials of my past still haunt me. Okay, Flats Lagoon has a little difficulty because we know they have turrets and they have archers. Every kiss begins with J. Exactly, my Koshi knows what I'm saying. Damn, they actually fought back hard. I don't need these human teeth in my inventory. Is there a mounts mod? You want to ride a crab into battle? We were just talking about that. I swear I've seen somebody working on a mod that puts a turret on the back of a large animal, like a harpoon turret, but I don't remember what animal or what the mod is. That really was not a great amount of food to slaughter a whole caravan for, but... if only crabs could eat the severed limbs the way the dogs can. Strange town. Stranger in a strange town. We got land bats. Okay, so immediately we're going to need to charge the turrets. Which nation do I think is strongest? It's a good question, and it's kind of changing. Because honestly, seeing the Shek Kingdom after Asata has been removed, they become even more powerful. I think in raw power, you kind of have to give it to the Shek. I think the Holy Nation have the logistics, and logistics are kind of what win wars. The United Cities, I think, is more interested in the economy of being in a war than in winning one. And I feel like pound for pound, it's Black Desert City or the Ashlands. But I think there's not enough of those units, and they're not interested in fighting. UC likes the economy the most. If you talk to Longan about factions you can wage war against for the UC, he'll disapprove of you wanting to fight anyone who trades a lot with the UC, and eyes things like the Holy Nation for their valuable land. Yeah, they, I mean, that's their whole thing, and the way that Kenshi, you know, makes statements about real life stuff sometimes, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a statement in there about economies that depend on keeping the war engine going for their money. If you ever feel useless, just think to yourself, you're not as useless as this turret gunner who is looking out at the water and not at the slaughter happening in the town. Look, you can actively see the crabs pulling people apart in the background. He goes, yep, all good here. I got this flank covered. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance touches a lot on that. I want to play it. I've got so many games I want to play. I think Revengeance is not all that long a game also. Is Chad in here? There's more people in here than I'm used to. Are any of them mad at me? They don't care that I'm slaughtering the town? All right, well, time to pick a bar fight, I guess. Oh, actually, we have ads. All right, time to take a short ad break, I guess. And then when I come back, we'll pick a bar fight. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Books are scattered around the desk. Nothing else special here. Except you. You're special, and don't you forget it. Was this game a big advertisement for the military-industrial complex? Maybe. Was this a badass mission the first time you got to use a javelin to destroy a tank? 1000%. Okay, this one's gonna take a lot of coughing. A cacophony, if you will. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do this. I give it a 70% chance I blow myself up. Do you ever say to yourself, I knew that was coming, why did I do that? Nice disarm, thank you. Disarm or disarm? I understand if you want to leave and not come back after that. What? Drugs? Okay, listen, I gotta chase down. No. No, hold on. I need that fire truck. You don't understand. Cannot believe I just got folded by a smart car. Toilet! I got so excited for the toilet. I didn't check to see if the sink worked first. Do I have... Ooh, I've got the perfect thing. What a beauty. What a throw. All right, thanks for hanging out. It's time to pick a bar fight. Appreciate you all. Hey, Frankie. What's up, Raiders? I wonder why the alert it didn't play. But good to have you. My stream is live, right? Yeah, it looks like it's live. I guess we just didn't get an alert. Frankie, what's up? You managed to raid right as the ads ended this time instead of as they were starting. What was the run today? Impeccable timing once again. Honestly, the best timing. I'm not live. We are not here. You're trying so hard to wait for the ads to be passed. I don't know how we're on a schedule that Frankie always manages to raid right when the ads are rolling. But welcome in, Raiders. If you're here for me, whether on Twitch or YouTube, Frankie is on both platforms and does awesome things for the Kenshi community. Has so many parts of the game analyzed, so many numbers, so many figures, stats. Does different runs every day on stream, has guides on YouTube. Definitely check him out. Chill environment. Raiders, if you don't know me, I'm Adnoctum. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. We do both platforms simultaneously, and I also release videos, the most recent of which was my Kenshi video on rehabilitating Fogmen and building a Fogman society. That is out now on my channel. And the run that we're doing today is Crabmaster. So the Crabmaster run is, we have decided that the time for humanity is over. All things must return to Crab, and we have our Crabmaster, who is not allowed, despite holding a sword, to engage in combat, and instead must permanently be on block, and must corral, feed, and care for the crabs while they wipe out every human faction in the game. And you can see how that's going here. We've made some enemies. So welcome on in. Right before you raided, you said that you hate ads with a burning passion. Not me solo, but me plural. That is a fate nobody deserves. So yeah, we're just I'll show you where we've been today. We started in Clown Steady. We went Clown Steady, Stone Rat Village. We took out Swamp Ninja Base, Slave Markets, Manhunter Base, Katoon, Morn, and now we're in Flats Lagoon. Oh, we also stopped at the Fish Isle. We didn't go into the Fish Isle town proper. We just stopped at the lab and killed the King Gurgler. Did you open a calculator today? You use it without noticing? I believe you do. All right, Hermit, let's bring the bar fight out to your friends. What kind of coward gets in a bar fight and has friends waiting outside to back him up? Oh, and we got a beak thing, too. We brought a beak thing to the party. Mittens, where are you? I need you. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Mittens is my prime assault crab, you may have noticed. The others are still getting lessons in getting back up. Shakespeare ain't got nothing on Twitch writing. I like to bring a little literary irony to the party that folks don't always understand. Who are you, nomads? Get 'em, Mittens. Animals, by the way, are very powerful, and once their toughness is high, they're very hard to kill because of their high HP pools, their bleeding resistance, and their self-healing factor. Mittens solos a caravan is a kid's book you want. Second time you've watched someone kill off Flats Lagoon in a day. Well, it's just their turn in the multiverse, I guess. All right, Mittens, to the bar. You've earned it. All right, Hermit. Bring Mittens to the bar. He's earned it. One of the biggest challenges with this run is navigating the crabs into spaces they were not meant to be. And also turrets. Maybe I shouldn't let Mittens have all the fun. Wait, there's one. Poor hivers. Look, they attacked me. You all saw it. I've got witnesses. Hey, you're only playing dead. Wow, this one died in like some kind of meditation pose. They had enough. Look how unbothered they are. They're just gonna pick themselves back up, sit down, have a pint, and wait for this all to blow over. Speaking of, did you know that bone dogs can't look up? can't look up. No, that's the whole sentence. They can't look up. They don't have internet access. Okay, the internet has ruined us and jokes, apparently. Whatever. I was doing a Shaun of the Dead thing. I love that movie. Goodbye, Flats Lagoon. Au revoir. This pack beast has limb trauma. I wonder if it's the same pack beast that I beat up and took all of its stuff. Nope, it's got fresh stuff. Different pack beast. All right, where would we go from here? I feel like we want to save Tin Fist for later on. Just squeeze as much toughness training as we can before fighting Tin Fist. Now, the thing is, Tin Fist is a skeleton, so we don't have to kill Tin Fist because he's Tin Fist, but the anti-slavers are a human, at least largely human faction, or human enough that we have to take out their faction. We've also got skeleton bandits. We have Reavers. We've got skin bandits, because once again, all humans have to die, so the skin bandits have to die. I'm worried about King. I don't know if I'm overthinking King, and all of our advantages make it easier if we attack King before we attack the Queen, or if we're going to get totally wiped. Why is Major Lee committing a crime? What what crime is there for a crab to commit? Enjoying a delicious meal? Hey, thanks for the follow. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I didn't catch how to say your name. Is it like Fameister? Or did I just embarrass both of us? Reminder, if you go to kill the queen, the king will disappear after she dies if you get too far away. So I was going to kill the king first anyways, because I'm pretty sure, from what I've gathered, I'm pretty sure the king, like, turbo aggroes when you attack the queen. No? I thought that was when he moved, like, really fast and it became more hostile. I feel like it's the more fun thing for the run to kill King, but I guess we don't really, like, have to. King just protects allies if they're under attack near him. So what's up with King's, like, incredible movement speed stat that he never uses because he's always at patrol speed? Is that when he goes fast, is when he's protecting allies? Guess we can move towards Grey Shelf. We've got Elder Beak things to worry about. We'll definitely need to stop for a nice healing nap, but I like to travel first, then rest, because it avoids a lot of redundant healing time. And with this run, we already spent a lot of time looking at sleeping bags. Oh yeah, Frankie's super helpful. Frankie's who I was talking about yesterday when I rated you as another person you'd probably meet doing Kenshi streams. All right, we got more. Another caravan. You know the rules, gang. Their time is up. Hey, have a good one, Frankie. Go eat some dinner. Yeah, get some good food. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for all your support. And I will try my best to not let my crabs become food. Crabs are friends, not food. That's just a bunch of wheat straw. We don't want that. Making our own food? Not for the crab people. We simply take what we desire to eat. So yeah, we've probably got a couple... I'm going to guess after today's stream that we have 2 more streams left to wrap up the factions that we want to see and then revisit the different towns and see the world states that we've caused. And then if nothing new pops up, that'll likely be... Well, the crab tournament, I don't know how long that'll take. So maybe 3 streams. And then I'm thinking I'd like to get this video out by the end of January. It's going to be a lot of editing. And I haven't started yet, but I hope to do a lot of editing this week. Got to get out the new Vegas video. That should hopefully be just a couple days away. And then I can start doing the Crabmaster video in pieces between streams. I already know what the next playthrough is going to be, too. It's going to be a fun one. It's, we're going to keep going Kenshi Saturdays and Sundays for quite a while, probably. So I've got a lot of playthroughs in mind before we even start touching, like, conversion mods and things like that. So I think we've got plenty of runway for this game. See, I played Stalker 2. How was that? It was good. I was a little disappointed with the performance. Just like how it ran. It was kind of difficult, and I have what I consider to be a pretty decent PC. I didn't get all the way through Stalker 2, but I enjoyed what I played. Hey, Hypnosia, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? You were doing, what's the name of the game? Kingdom of, Amalur? Avalon? Something like that. At least last I saw. Welcome in, Lazy Turtle, Hypnosia. Hope you're all doing well. Feel free to tell us about what you have going on over there. Kingdoms of Amalur, there you go. Thank you, Maiko, for the shout-out. You love crabs? Yes, we're doing the Crabmaster Challenge in Kenshi today. I'll get to that in just a second. But Hypnosia, if you'd like to share anything about your stream, please feel free to. Super chill environment over there. If you like places that are laid back and have a welcoming, calm energy, plays a variety of RPGs and story-based games mainly. Definitely recommend Hypnosia. Raiders, I'm Ed Noctum, variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube, and I make YouTube videos as well. We play Kenshi every Saturday and Sunday. Today we play the Crabmaster Challenge. Hermit is the Crab Master. Hermit is not allowed to attack. Hermit can only block, care for the crabs, transport the crabs, and feed the crabs. The goal of the run is to wipe out all human factions because the time for human has ended and it is now time for crab. So that's what we tend to do here. We do different playthroughs of Kenshi on Saturdays and Sundays. And then throughout the week, I play other games. Right now, I'm playing a lot of Fallout New Vegas and things like that with similar themed and storytelling-based runs. So welcome in. Know nothing about this game, but you love it already. It's a good game to sink like 4,000 hours or something into, you know, if you were tempted. Is Kenshi that post-apocalyptic MMO? So it looks like an MMO, but it is a single-player game. And it is kind of post-apocalyptic, and it's kind of a desert samurai sort of aesthetic. But yeah, very post-apocalyptic. It's also on sale right now. If anybody watching finds themselves wanting to get into this game, it is on sale on Steam right now. Played a couple of hours of it way back when. Yeah, people tend to play like 3 hours or like 3,000 hours. So right now we're making our way to Royal Valley to start destroying the Southern Hive. The Hive are a race of humanoid creatures, so they must die on our scale of humans must die. But you'll see some differences between them and humans. And they have a very strong, both a king and a queen, that will be formidable opponents for us. Also, Hypnotia, if you got to get going, no worries. I know how it is ending a stream. You're always welcome to hang out here, but don't feel like you have to stick around and answer any questions or anything. If you got to head out, feel free. There's also you with Rust. Some folks you know were good with 20 minutes. You were good with 2,000 hours. Yeah, so other games that people tend to like when they like Kenshi are like Project Zomboid, RimWorld, Mount and Blade, which other games that have sort of a sandbox storytelling component that you can play many, many different stories and campaigns or whatever you call them. It is not a generative world. It's the same world every time you play it. But there's a lot you can do within it, especially if you are good at telling your own stories and role-playing. All right, I think Royal Valley kind of goes that way. To get some food in your belly, but you'll be around. Sounds good. Get you something to eat. I appreciate the raid and the support. Also, Lazy Turtle, I said hello to you, but I think I also caught you had a resub for almost 3 years now. Just want to say thanks for supporting the channel for that amount of time. Appreciate you. And Dubsy, welcome on into the channel. All right, so here's our first look at the Southern Hive. The Western Hive tend to be quite yellow in palette. The Southern Hive tend to be quite pink or purple. They're the more warlike of the hives, and they are the more dangerous. In space, you have X4 Foundations, currently 90% off during the holidays. Do recommend getting DLCs, though. There's another space game that a lot of Kenshi people play. I want to say maybe it's Star Sector. Something like that. But yeah, I've heard good things about X4. So the Hivers do tend to carry polearms, which do bonus damage to animals, so we'll get a feel for the type of damage they're putting out here. Stellaris, that is another popular one, yeah. Oh, do they not attack skeletons? I guess they don't. What's this one doing? Following and talking. I never realized that Southern Hives would give skeletons a pass because they're not edible. Skeletons being the robot race in this game, what Hermit is. Stellaris is more grand strategy. Yeah, so it's hard to find something that's exactly like Kenshi, so you do get a bit of reaching out into different genres and different gameplay types that basically allow you to have that sandbox. First 1,000 hours in Kenshi was unmodded, then you've put in another few thousand in the mods. You're about to start trying the overhauls. Project Cthulhu in particular you've been looking forward to. Yeah, see, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so Project Cthulhu hasn't particularly appealed to me. But after, I've got about 400 hours now. After I've done some different lightly modded and roleplay runs that I want to do, I think I'll try like UWE and things like that. Mountain Blade is super good. You also love Battle Brothers. I've been recommended Battle Brothers. I also prefer to play this game basically hardcore, which means the only time I'm going to reload is if there is a glitch with the game. Kenshi is one of those games that we love despite it being janky. So things happen sometimes that are unexpected or don't make sense or are just totally broken. In those cases, I reload, but if something bad happens due to normal gameplay or my own decision making, we live with it. Okay, so honestly, the Southern Hivers, at least the individual patrols, are not as bad as I had feared. I would certainly rather fight them than the UC with their heavy armor that kind of counters us. Cthulhu is fun. A lot of characters having ranged weapons really changes the way you play. Yeah, and I've seen like musket mods and like pipe weapon mods and things like that. Why are we so slow? Is somebody's leg hurt? No, I think this is just kind of how we are right now. Hermit is 10 miles an hour, probably because I'm carrying stuff I don't need. We will want to find a place to put down a bed and heal at least Snips and Krusty before we take on the big fights. But we'll see about making it some way into the hive. Let's get real cinematic with it. Lurk while you make your way to bed. Sounds good, Maiko. Get some good rest. Thanks for hanging out and helping out. You almost got lucky. My own hitbox was almost too large to click you through. Major Lee smells blood in the water. Where are you going, Major? Oh, it's a patrol. And Krusty is unconscious. That's alright. It does them good. It gets them trained. I think we'll pick a spot on the side of the mountain here and maybe rest up. Where do I have my sleeping bags? Here we go. Even crabs must sleep in comfort. Oh, I guess the side of a mountain doesn't quite work. Okay, well, we can place them here. We might get some attacks while doing so. It's possible we have to pick a different location. Yeah, I guess that works. This counts as being in bed sleeping, apparently. All right, and with our crabs resting peacefully in bed, I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and call this a stream here. Got as ready as you can, sort of a long-term secondary heat source for the upcoming ice storm. Oh no, stay warm, Zartrin. Oh, short of, yeah, stay warm, stay safe. I've heard some of that stuff is going on. It's totally different to what I experience here. You know, we get some of that with, like, hurricane season, but wish you all the best. We're going to call this one Crab Nap. And as a reminder, I'll be back next Saturday for Kenshi, but I'll probably do some streams during the week. I haven't announced what the run will be yet, but I think I'm going to have a Fallout 4 run during the week and then Kenshi on the weekends. Also keep an eye out for the New Vegas video, the New Vegas scavenger run. That video will be out shortly, and once again the Fogman video has just come out. If you are new to the channel, we would love to have your subscription, especially on YouTube. I am going for YouTube partner. I need 1,000 subscribers to get it. I'm about 75% of the way there last I checked, so we're making great progress. All of my VODs are on the YouTube in 2K. They're organized in playlists, so you can see all of the different series of Kenshi and other games that I've played. I've got my edited videos over there, my video essay, all sorts of stuff. So if you're a Kenshi fan, would love to have you check it out. There is plenty of Kenshi content, and I appreciate everybody who engages with it in whatever way that they do. Let's go ahead and wrap up here. And as usual, we'll say goodbye to YouTube first. YouTube, thank you for being here with us, whether you were here live or you watched the VOD. I appreciate you, and I hope you've enjoyed this installment of the Kenshi Crabmaster playthrough as much as I have. We hope to see you back for another one and eventually the conclusion of the Crabmaster challenge. But until then,